You guys hear me? So it looks like we're still not logged in. Our vice chair is Commissioner Rodriguez. So are you prepared to facilitate our meeting today?
I know. but I can.
I will help you every step of the way.
Okay.
Do you have a copy of the agenda?
Yeah, I'm grabbing it right now. I'm not expecting him not to be here. He's usually here.
You got it,
Yeah.
Chachi.
Yeah, you're doing just great.
Thanks. Yeah, I have it right here on my phone.
Okay, awesome. So if you just want to start with the first item.
Okay. So item nomination of Human Relations Commission representative to the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board for 2021, 2022. And
Well, can we
then
do
now,
item 1.1 first?
oh, that's the other one. The resolution number.
The chair requests for the call to order and roll call.
Oh yeah, that. Okay. Sorry guys. That's not on mine at all.
Okay, let me send it to you.
Yay. Okay. All right. Okay. There it is. Got it. Okay. Call to order / roll call. 1.1 chair request staff confirmation that Kansas Open Meeting Act required notice has been properly provided.
Yes, it has. And I
So we're
can do the roll call at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Booker,
Present.
Commissioner Burchell, Commissioner Canales,
Present.
Commissioner Grinter,
Present.
Commissioner Godsey,
Here.
Commissioner Holt-Burse,
Here.
Commissioner Rivers,
Here.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Here.
and Commissioner Schutte. So now we can go on to new business.
Okay, so our new business 2.1 would be the Citizen Review Board member nomination and selection.
Yes, thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the staff report, but I'll also be adding a couple other information, all with hopes to just provide as much information to you guys as a commission before you guys actually make nominations and accept a nomination. And so the purpose of today's meeting is for the nomination of a Human Relations Commission representative to the newly created Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board for 2021-2022. The Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board serves as a community advisory board and a training advisory board for law enforcement matters in the community. The board was created by the City Commission on December 14th, 2020, and has a membership of 9 members. One of the positions on the board is set aside for a member of the Human Relations Commission. The Human Relations Commission member who serves must be an adult, a resident of Salina, a citizen of the United States, and have at least 1 full year on their term. Any Human Relations Commission member would be disqualified from being on the commission or as a representative on the board if they are currently an employee of the city, with exception of the current member of the police department to be appointed to the board pursuant to section 30-81, an immediate family member of a current employee of the city, an immediate family member of a current member of the city commission, an immediate family member of a current law enforcement officer in any jurisdiction, currently subject to pending criminal charges in any local, state, or federal jurisdiction or court of law, currently on probation, parole, or participating in a diversion or deferred judgment agreement for any misdemeanor convictions for the following offenses: possession of controlled substances, battery or resistance of a law enforcement officer, crimes of dishonesty or false statements, crimes of moral turpitude, which includes charges of prostitution, patronizing or prostitute, promoting prostitution, sale of sexual relations, buying sexual relations, soliciting for immoral purposes, indecent exposure, lewd and lascivious behavior, sodomy, promoting sodomy for hire, patronizing a person offering sodomy for hire, sexual battery, loitering for the purpose of solicitation, indecent liberties with a child, incest, adultery, bigamy, promoting obscenity to minors, displaying material harmful to minors, and possession, sale, or distribution of any illegal drug. A registered as a sex offender with any state, county, or local government, convicted of a felony or a misdemeanor domestic battery offense as defined by section 3.1.1 of the Uniform Public Offense Code, as incorporated by reference under section 25-1 of the Salina Code, a party or representative of a party making a claim against the city for any action or inaction of an employee of the city, or currently a law enforcement officer in any jurisdiction, with the exception of the current member of the police department to be appointed to the board pursuant to section 30-83. I know that was a lot to disqualify you that I just went through, but that all was included in the documentation that I emailed out earlier this week. So hopefully you guys had time to previously review it before our meeting. A Human Relations Commission special meeting was called in order to nominate a representative to the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board. The membership of the Human Relations Commission is currently at 9 members: Manshonda Booker, John Burchell, Claudia Canales, Chris Grinter, Glenn Godsey, Stephanie Holt-Burst, Hannah Rivers, Marissa Rodriguez, and Lori Schutte. Eileen Escobedo has been appointed as a Youth on Board member. Commissioner Rodriguez did send staff her resignation information, letting us know that this will be her last meeting in participation. Therefore, the Human Relations Commission will have 1 vacancy after this meeting, and staff will solicit expressions of interest for that opening. The first and only item of business as a representative needs to be nominated to serve on the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board. The mayor will make the appointments. No prior members have served as the commission's representative on the board, since this is a newly created board and will be the first time a selection process has taken place. All commission members are eligible for this position if they are interested, as long as they meet the specific qualifications to be a Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board member, and their term on the commission does not expire in August of this year. So after reviewing the terms for all of our commissioners, there are 2 commissioners that currently have terms that expire on August of this year. So those would be the 2 commissioners that wouldn't currently be eligible for this specific nomination round. And that would be Commissioner Holt-Burst and Commissioner Schutte. All the other commissioners do qualify as far as the terms part of what is necessary to accept a nomination. I also wanted to take the time to go over section 3082 from the ordinance that was passed that established the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board, just because it goes over the roles and responsibilities. Again, I did send this out earlier, but I just wanted to do a quick recap. The roles and responsibilities of the board are to: 1, advise and assist the police department in policy development related to racial or other bias-based policing by police officers and the police department pursuant to KSA 22-4610 C3A and amendments thereto. 2, promote, advocate, and educate citizens about the existence and purpose of the board. 3, assist the city manager, the chief of police, and the city commission in the development of a racial or other bias-based policing comprehensive plan pursuant to KSA 22-461 1A and amendments thereto. 4, provide recommendations resulting from board-initiated review of police department policies other than those policies addressing topics such as intelligence information, technical plans, and resource deployment, which are exempt from public disclosure under the Kansas Open Records Act. And 5, review and advise the chief of police as the whether preliminary administrative determinations of the pre-disciplinary status of all complaints of A, excessive use of force, and or B, racial or other bias-based policing by police officers are supported by substantial competent evidence. So that is just a very brief recap. I didn't go over the complete ordinance that goes into a little bit more detail. Hopefully you guys have had time to review that and are aware of one, if you were to receive a nomination, if you that you do definitely qualify. And 2, if you've thought about other, thought about the roles and responsibilities and your willingness to be able to comply with those. So I will go back to the report where I will recommend an action. And I recommend nominating a representative to the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board and approve Resolution 21-1, which will make that appropriate. I will review the resolution with you guys just briefly. This is part of the packet that I sent out earlier. The resolution states, a resolution appointing a member of the Human Relations Commission to the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board. Whereas Section 2C of Resolution number 17-7469 calls for citizen board members' appointments to be made by resolution submitted by the mayor to the full city commission for final approval. And whereas ordinance number 20-11046, Section 1 identifies that membership of the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board shall include a member of the Human Relations Commission. Whereas on March 19th, 2021, the Human Relations Commission held a special meeting to nominate and select a board member of the Human Relations Commission to serve as a member of the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board. Now therefore be it resolved by the Human Relations Commission of the City of Salina, Kansas. The Human Relations Commission appoints, hopefully somebody today by the end of our meeting, as its nominee to serve on the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board, adopted by the Human Relations Commission of the City of Salina, Kansas on this 19th day of March, 2021. So at this time, I will send it back over to our Vice Chair to move forward with nominations. Commissioner Rodriguez.
Yes, sorry, I had a dog squabble here, sorry.
You're fine.
What are you needing me to do?
So if you can open it up for nominations.
Yes, so I just say I'm opening it up to nominate.
Mhm.
And opening it up to nominate. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do this.
No, you're okay. So you are opening it up to nominations. I did send out a brief little script to help in email if you guys wanted to follow that. But in the motion that's made, we will nominate, but we will also move to pass resolution number 21-1, which will allow us to move this forward to the city commission.
Okay. Well, I nominate Chris Grinter to serve on the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board and move past resolution number 21-1, appointing a member of Human Relations Commission of the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board.
So then you say, do I have a second?
Do I have a second?
I second that nomination.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion that you guys would like to have?
So so are we able, well, we have a motion on the floor, so I'll ask that question later.
Well, I was going to say, I actually nominate Hannah Rivers to serve on the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board and move to pass resolution number 21-1, appointing a member of the Human Relations Commission to the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board.
Do we have a second?
Second, on Shonda Booker.
Are there any other nominations? Did the commission have any discussion that they would like to have?
I wonder, can you guys hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, I wonder if there are people that have thought about this role and that have a special interest for it too, because since we haven't met in person, it's kind of hard to know how much time and disposition we have given our different roles within personal, professional, and the community and all that. So I know Commissioner Holdburs is not able to do it, but then as far as the rest, I didn't know if there was anyone even within the two nominations that have a special interest or the ability to do it that would also help in the decision making.
I will
Claudia, I think-
share. Oh no, I was just going to share that Commissioner Schutte did, when she let me know she wasn't going to be able to make it to this evening's meeting, she did state that if there was, if there wasn't, we weren't able to, if there wasn't an interest in any of the commissioners, that she did have an interest and she would, she would be willing to step up and be the, the member that was nominated. However, that since that, I was able to review all the commissioner terms, and because she does have a term that expires at the end of this year, she would not, that would disqualify her to be able to be nominated. But definitely, if there is somebody else that wants to, self-nominate or would like to have further discussion as far as, other than the two nominations that we have, we can definitely have that discussion.
I just wanted to ask Claudia, because she seems to be very active in the community as well, if this is something that you might have special interest in as well.
Yeah, I mean, there is a part in training that I really like in partnering up with the police department, but I don't have that much experience either. And I don't know about the time commitment, but certainly I would like to offer a kind of support if I could, if I could. So I think while reviewing the paperwork and being new in this commission, I thought of my role of being one of support and collaboration. So I don't know that that I am necessarily ready for the full role or something like that, but I have thought about it. But thanks for asking.
Thank you. And to the two nominees, is this something that is a special interest to both of you?
For me, it is. Yeah. This seems like a great commission to be a part of and a great review board to be a part of, and I'd be glad to do it.
For me, it would probably be kind of like Claudia said, not knowing how much time to go into it, because I'm going to have a baby in June, so that, and then teaching and all of that. So I don't know that the time commitment would be something for me right now at this point.
Congratulations, by the way.
Something that I just want to put out there is that I really feel like that with this position that, and it's not saying one way or the other, but I feel like there needs to be a big advocacy for diversity going into this position. So bringing that to the table, I think this is a very important position. And I think that those are some of the things that need to be brought to the table when it is there, because this person will have the ear of those individuals. And so that's something that I will just bring to the table to say that that is something that we need, because I don't know what the breakup of the dynamics of the committee, but I would bring to say that that's something that I think would be very important and something that needs to be added to the committee.
Is this something, Mashonda, that you have interest in?
I must graciously bow. I am currently in a doctoral program, so I am doing my best to juggle what I have now. And so I, like I said, I wanted to find out what the other two nominees were interested, because my nomination tonight, Claudia, was going to be you. So, but I respectfully, you know, if people are not, if it's not where you need to be, then but no, I have to gracefully decline.
Going off of what Ms. Manshanda just said, I think Chris would be, the reason why I nominated Chris is just because he's in that environment all the time, every day, in the school, dealing with diverse and putting on events and working with students of all types of backgrounds and races and ethnicities and sexualities and stuff. So I think he would be a perfect fit, especially because he is at the school. He's working with the generation that's getting ready to come up, the generation that you guys are depending on for us to be that strong group of kids. So I think it would be awesome to have a person who is one of the mentors to the minds that are coming up today. And I think it would be awesome. I think Hannah would have been amazing, but I knew she was pregnant. That's why I didn't nominate her, because I'm like, she's going to be a mommy of 2, and that's a lot. So I didn't want to nominate her because of that. But I definitely thought Chris was an amazing stepping point. And then it also allows the school, K-State, to be seen also as a foot in the door as well. It can be a good collaboration there as well.
Is there any further discussion? So we can open up to public comment. And as the facilitator of this meeting, I do not see any members of the public that have joined our meeting today. So because of that, we can move forward if you guys are ready to vote on the current motion. And so I just want to clarify, Commissioner Rivers, are you accepting a nomination to go to vote, or was your comment a polite way of saying that you know that you have the passion, but this is something that you may not have the time for?
Yes, it was a polite way of saying.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we got that, you know, correctly. I didn't want to overlook that or assume. So currently, the motion that is on, the only motion we have on the floor is a nomination for Commissioner Grinter to serve on the Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board and to pass resolution number 21-1, appointing him as a member of the Human Relations Commission to Law Enforcement Citizen Review Board. It was, the motion was made and seconded. We are completed with the discussion. So now I will move into a roll call. I will say commissioners' names, and you guys can either say aye in agreement or nay, stating that you do not agree. Commissioner Holt-Burrs.
Aye.
Commissioner Rivers.
Aye.
Commissioner Booker,
Aye.
Commissioner Canales,
Aye.
Commissioner Godsey,
Aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Aye.
and Commissioner Grincher. My assumption is that you did state that you would be acceptance of this nomination, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And so with that said, the motion does pass with all votes saying aye. So I promised I would try to keep it as short as possible. That was the only item we had on the under new business. We will get together with Commissioner Grincher and try to answer as many questions as if you have any, and we'll kind of make sure we get you the information that you need, Commissioner Grincher, to be the representative for the Citizen Review Board as they start on their new schedule of meeting here soon. I know that that's going to happen here very shortly, so we'll provide you as more information as we have that. So Vice Chair Rodriguez, if you would want to move forward with the agenda.
Yes, so now we go to the adjournment, right?
Mhm.
Okay, all those in favor to adjourn the meeting?
We'll get
Wait.
a motion and then a second.
Oh yeah, a motion. Can I have a motion for adjournment?
I'm one for the
second.
Booker motion that. Are we all? Go ahead.
So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
in
he
favor,
can't
say
go.
aye.
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 All that is not in favor. Okay, same sign. So the motion passes. We are adjourned. I just want to thank you guys so much. I know it's a Friday evening, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come together and to have this discussion and to be able to have this selection made and passed so that we can in turn move forward to get it before the City Commission so that we can start working on what I think is a great, a great addition to our community. So everybody have a great weekend. Thank you guys so much for participating. We will see you guys at our April meeting, April 13th at 5:30.
We'll miss you, Chachi.
Thank you. It was nice serving. The reason why I'm leaving is I got into KU, so I will be moving to KU to Lawrence. I got into their master's program, so that's the only reason why I'm leaving. So
Oh, congrats, but you'll be missed for sure.
thank you. Bye guys.
Chachi.
Thank you. Bye.